Welcome back. Just a quick one today. We're not doing it on the Nova, which if you haven't been following the build, consider subscribing because we're busy doing a full restore on a KRH Nova SRI, but instead it's on a 13 plate. We'll block that out there. Yeah, we'll not bother. It's on a 13 plate Ford Focus. We're going to be doing a wheel bearing on it. So first things first, just a quick one. We've jacked it up, got that nice and safe on an axle stand. We've unclipped the ABS sensor. That is literally just a unclip job, 2 seconds. I've took the 2 bolts out the back of the brake caliper so I can remove the brake caliper and disc. I will be removing this bolt to split it from the shocker, be removing that bolt to split it from the track rod end, and I will be removing that bolt so we can split it from the bottom ball joint, so we can get the whole hub off and on the bench, and then we can work from there. Oh, one last thing, I need to split that big nut in the middle as well, just to get the drive shaft out. Right, and there we go, that's the hub removed. As I said, pinch bolt out of there, pinch bolt out of there, track rod end off there, 2 bolts out of there and there for the brake caliper, 1 big hub nut in the middle, and unclip the ABS sensor. So what I'm going to do, just to make sure I don't damage it, I'm going to take out the ABS sensor because it just pops through there. When you're putting the new bearing back in, just be aware that there's 2 sides to it. Now one side is magnetic, one side is not. The magnetic side, so the dark side, needs to come into the back. Sorry, dark side needs to come into the back for the ABS sensor to pick up on that. So just be cautious when you're doing that. So what we'll do is knock the center out of the bearing. Obviously, let's say I'll take this out, that's the ABS sensor. Knock the center out the bearing. On the other side there's a circlip behind this hub, inside there, holding the bearing in, and then we'll knock the bearing out, knock the new bearing in, circlip back in, and then knock the hub back in. Should be quite a straightforward job. Something I'm looking to do on my bench. Failing that, I might have to cut the crap and take it into work where I've got the press. Right, took a little bit more effort than I kind of thought it would. End up having to take it into work to get it pressed in and out. But that's it done. No damage to the ABS sensor. I'll clean all that off there because obviously that's magnetised, so all little bits of crust are sticking of it. But that's the hub home. Now, I appreciate not everybody's got access to a press. However, I would imagine if you took this in and the bearing in to any garage for a small charge, they would actually press the bearing into the hub for you. It would still work out cheaper than actually physically paying them to take it all off and everything, because let's face it, all you're doing here is just taking out bolts, something anybody really can do. So all I'm going to do now is chuck the hub back on, reverse order. So I slide this back on, put the pinch bolt in, locate the shaft through there, put the nut on the outside, but I'll leave that to tighten that up when I'm done. Bottom ball joint in, put the pinch bolt through there, and then the track rod end. And then it's just a simple matter of building the brakes up, disc on, caliper back on, 2 bolts, plug the ABS sensor back on, wheel on, bash, done. And that's it. Super quick one. Wheel bearing, front wheel bearing on a Focus. That's how it's done. Again, if you don't have a press at home, you can sometimes get away with hammering them out as long as you're gentle with them, but it's never really good practice to hammer on a bearing. So I had mine into the workshop, pressed it out there. If you haven't got access to a press, I'm sure your local garage will probably do it for a small charge for you. Swap the bearing over, so it's only literally a matter of just swapping the hubs in and out. Yeah, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and keep up to date with the content on this, the Nova SRI we're busy restoring, and also work on the 97 plate Calibra in the background, and the 2 cars that I'm working on at the minute. But we have got a few other tricks and things up our sleeve. Just have a watch if you like what you see. We would love to have you here as a subscriber. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any issues or any suggestions on how this job could have been easier, just drop a comment down below. We're all here to learn together, you know. That's what we're here for. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.